greetings. So since recently I found I'm to get for discover so the needs ID there. There. So the issue over buying and selling going to be a real one. I take a look at this. And take a keen listen. As the Bible said, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have. The government is turning to service clubs to help get greater buy-in from residents on a number of efforts. Among the efforts, the National Identification System, NIDS.
After years of challenges, the government plans to roll out the pilot for the National Identification System, NIDS, this year. Speaking at a recent Kiwanis Club meeting in St. James, Minister without Portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, Floyd Green, again touted the benefits and security of the digital identification system, including replacing multiple forms of identification and facilitating transactions. Mr. Green says the system and implementation is far advanced.
But why I need you as Kiwanians is because...
So while the Minister with Portfolio said they need messengers to go in the street and to tell people about the NIDS ID, mark you that the Bible makes this one very clear in the book of 1 John chapter 1 verse 5. It said, "This then is the message which we have heard of him and declare unto you, that God is light and in him is no darkness at all." We know, as Inspiration said, the Sunday movement is making its way in darkness. Most people would have said it is making its way in light, but truth of the fact, light and darkness do not mix. So we know that when Inspiration said Sunday movement is making its way in darkness, the truth of the fact, it is darkness, it making its way in. And remember that the Bible said in the book of John, 1 John chapter 3 verse 11, it said, "For this is the message that he heard from the beginning, that we should love one another." Remember now, beloved, buying and selling is not for distance to cut away from us. And as the government come with the NIDS ID, you will see plainly, as they say, buying and selling will be a issue will be with it if don't have the NIDS ID. And you will see it plain as you listen to the Minister of Portfolio in the government sector.
We need messengers. We will need people in the field who are helping to say to Jamaicans, this has taken too long, let us get it done. Because it is a voluntary system, so it will have to take buy-in from our citizens.
So, did you hear what the minister just said? The minister said they will take buy-in from our citizens.
To take buy-in from our citizens.
Isn't that Bible? And what will stop buying and selling? Plain, it is plain. This is no rigmarole thing or no go thing. Listen carefully. We are talking about the NIDS ID, and this news come out yesterday. Now, what will stop buying and selling? According to the Bible again, look back at Revelation chapter 13 and verse 17. It said, "And that no man might buy nor sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." Hear me now again, beloved. What is most important on the ID? It is the number. Mark you. Your face picture on the ID have no value like the number. As the government speak years after, said, look, if you die, your number die with you. And every identification will fall under this one identification. Now, the government, they are looking for messengers to preach Satan teaching concerning to get everybody in one order. Now, what will happen to those who don't accept it, who oppose? They will also suffer debt, imprisonment after a time. Cannot move, cannot buy, cannot sell. These things are plain before our eyes, beloved. Now, as Inspiration make it very clearly that houses and land will have no use to the saints in the last days, for they will have to then flee before the infuriative mob. And she said, and at that time, they cannot dispose or sell to give to the cause of President Youth. I'm gonna instruct many who are a part of President Youth. Think on these words. Pray about these things. Get rid of some of these things, that it may not come down on us to crush us like a mountain. Because the time is right upon us when buying and selling is about to cut off from God people. Reason from cause to effect though. If you look deep in the whole aspect of the beast system, you'd have seen plainly where this thing is going. And when you look and analyze the situation and bring it back to the Bible, as the Minister of Portfolio said, they're gonna take buying from the people. This is no joke thing, beloved. This is plain before our eyes. And he is saying that it is a needs ID. He make it plain out of his mouth. Where you think they are joking? By November, we're going to have problem with buying and selling, beloved. Because that's what they said, and they mean it. The time is not far distant now, beloved, when this will come to the front. Do we ready for the test? Do we ready to bear hunger? We cannot. I know why God is permitting this thing to come. Many of us are Seventh-day Adventists, call ourselves President Youth. We are all for ourselves. We're mean against one another. And God wants for us to show that love. Just as they did in the days of the Acts, in Acts, in the apostle days. They laid at the apostle feet. Brethren, that we rub off the slumber and move forward with Christ.